Grandma DC here. Today is September 22nd. I just got off work this morning. Don't have my camera thingy, so I'm not sure if I need to be bending down or if you can see me. I'm going to hope you can see me. I didn't get a lot of sleep. I worked 2 days straight, plus I had these recertification classes that they make us do every 10 months. Boy, I'm the lowest paid overqualified person in the world, I think. I suppose there's a lot of us like that. And, you know, I ketoed right through for 48 hours. I had no other option. My mood is like... And then I got off work this morning and I had to go to the doctor's because I needed some new happy pills. My prescriptions were out and I hadn't been to the doctor in a year. So she says to me, you got to come in and have your, vitals and everything. And I said, well, good, because I'm on this new keto diet. And I've been on it for, 6 weeks, and I kind of like to get a baseline. Let's see where I'm at, cholesterol, blood pressures, all of that. So I figured, had it not, my nose is itching. My grandma used to say, if your nose itches, someone's going to visit you with a hole in their britches. Maybe my mom's coming over. I don't know. Don't tell her I said that. She doesn't watch my videos. So anyway, the doc got to the Whiteman Air Force Base. I'm military. My husband was. So it's not a good thing. They're military doctors for a reason. But I adore my, what they call them, PA. She's a nurse practitioner. And she's really cool, really nice. And so she took my blood pressure, perfect. Heart, perfect. Lungs, perfect. And I did the blood work, and I'll get that back when it comes up on the computer and I get all the results back, and I'll let you know what they were. But I'm hoping perfect. Practically perfect in every way. Oh yes, that's me. Well, on my way to the doctor's office and afterwards, I had stopped at a couple of places. And I always like to share little things with you when I find them. So I found this, I love Mount Olive stuff, and I found Mount Olive Relish, and it's 0 carbs. Always exciting to find a relish that's 0 carbs. And I also found this Kraft Hot and Spicy Mayo, which is also 0 carbs. So I'm thinking this would make some great deviled eggs. I really think the two of them mixed together would. So I'll try that at some point. However, one of the things I wanted to make, and I did make, was, I told you, after the Ren Fair, I was going to try to do what they call a Scotch egg. Well, I happened to find some pork on sale, and I bought it, and I baked these. I had some left over, so I had meatballs. These are, can you see those? I haven't got enough light on those to see. I don't want to burn myself again, which I've done so many times. You can see the egg in that one. It's split open, okay? And these were just meatballs left over. Now, if you wonder why they're a little bit overdone, it's because I fell asleep. I turned them off. I left the door shut and I fell asleep. Whatever. They're still going to be good. So I'm going to get a knife and cut that one open that's split because I want to see it on the inside. And I'm sure you're just dying to. You wonder what was on the outside of this to make it so crispy. Well, there you go. Look at that deliciousness. Lots of nice grease and fat dripping off of there. Could find a nice cheese sauce to dip it in, or something like they do at the Ren Fair would be really good. I coated these. I took the pork, ground up pork, and I put in some sausage seasoning of my own with no sugar. And then I wrapped it around and I crushed up my favorite thing, pork rinds. $2. And then I just crushed up some of them in my blender, and I rolled the Scotch eggs. I rolled them. Hang on a second, I gotta try this. That's a whole meal. That's like breakfast right there. I'm gonna put these in a baggie. I'll stick some of them in the refrigerator and some of them in the freezer. And that way all I gotta do is just warm them up. And there you got it, a meal. Man, a whole meal. The pork rind on the outside of that makes that so nice and crispy. Now, I know some of you are going to say, that's a lot of protein. That might be one meal for me. The next meal is going to be, oh yeah, you guessed it, riced up cauliflower and roasted Brussels sprouts. Matter of fact, that grease that this has left on here would be wonderful for roasting those vegetables in. And I'll put them in a baggie too. And then when I want some veggies, I'll just pull them out and munch on those. Now, this is the way I'm keto dieting. Let me put you back over here. It's the best I could come up with. It's the best I can understand. I must be doing something right because I'm exhibiting all the symptoms that people talk about. The happiness, the energy. I mean, I'm not like overly energetic. Good Lord, look at my age. I'm not going to be that overly energetic. It's not like I'm running marathons or anything. I'll close my... I'll have to cut that. You okay? It's all right. Anyway, so I did that. I got really thirsty today while I was doing all my running around. I didn't have time to get anything to drink. So when I got home, I brought in my Darth Vader cup that my boss got me while she was on vacation. Is that not the coolest? On the back it says, "You don't know the power of the dark side." Yeah, I do. I don't know. But I love it. And I love cups. I've got another one over here I got for myself. Another video. So anyway, I just want to say thank you. I wanted to keep you up to date. 10-pound loss. Yeah, holding. I'm doing this a little, you know, up and down 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds. I'm fluctuating, but the 8 is staying off. So I'm not trying not. I will not get discouraged over that. I was at the doctor's office. She re-upped my happy pills. So I take antidepressants. A lot of us do. I fought being depressed for years, and after losing my husband and everything. And I finally went on these medications, and I was out. I had been out for a couple of days, like one day, and then I held a day to take, and then I skipped a day, and I was out. So I was really happy to get these. But the pharmacist, or my doctor, made a mistake. And it wasn't until I got home that I noticed that one of my pills is half the strength that I was taking. Happy accident. I'm thinking maybe it's a good time to cut down. She said she was going to order me the same strength, but she just, one of them messed up. However, I'm going to keep it this way. I'm going to keep it on the half dose and try to ease down. I think the keto diet is helping me feel more positive, and for that alone is wonderful. And so I'm just going to keep just taking the lower dosage. We'll see what happens. You know that? If you don't start hearing from me, send an ambulance. No, I'm joking. No, it's fine. Don't do that. Okay, we'll cut this one off short. I'll probably chop it up a little bit too so that I don't ramble so much. I am looking forward to some Brussels sprouts and cauliflower and eating the rest of the half of that Scotch egg. Interesting side note here. I prepared all the vegetables, cut them all up. I rolled it around in the juices and the cracklings from cooking the Scotch egg, and I added some coconut oil. I said the wrong thing a while ago. Oh, no. Haven't been asleep in, 2 days. So, anyway, I just wanted to show you this. I'm going to put a little salt and pepper on them and go ahead and just roast them in the oven. And I will not leave them on with the oven off and overdo these. That's for sure. This is too much good veggie. And I'm going to stick them in a baggie, and I'm going to stick them in the fridge. And then they're even good cold, when I'm looking for something that is fatty but not, like proteiny. I like to, this is how I get my carbs. And hopefully a little healthier than other ways. I'm going to stick these right in the oven. Turn that oven on about 385. And there we go. And I'm going to roast them for about 35 minutes. I'm going to check on them in 30 minutes. Always check on things in 30 minutes. Okay, there we go. So that's what I wanted to add. I also wanted to add something too, which I thought was interesting. I washed the heck out of this because it was not organic, so I washed it anyway. I told my doctor about the keto diet. And I was expecting to hear all kinds of, ooh, no, 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 not that much fat. Oh, no. And she was actually really interested, and she was very progressive. She didn't know about it. She thought I was eating carbs with it, and I'm like, oh, no, no, no bread, no carbs. And I told her that, you know, I make low carb, carb-free bread, which I need to do this weekend when I finally get a day off. And she was really interested in it, and she said, you know, everybody's different. Everybody, you have to find what works for you. And that's what I've said all along. It was just really nice to have a medical person back me up on that one and say, yeah, try it. It might work for you. She knows, she's been with me through the vegan and the vegetarian, you know, process, and when I got the gout, eating that way. And she said, give it a whirl. And she said she's really interested too in keeping track of my health. And next year when I come in for my annual physical, we'll see what this diet's doing for me. So it's kind of encouragement to stay on this for maybe a year. We'll see. We'll talk about that after 90 days. So thank you very much. Keep ketoing on. Thank you for all your beautiful comments. You keep me going. I love you all. And even though I just got home about 3 o'clock this afternoon, I got to head back to work by 7:30. It's almost there now because I have a staff meeting. Oh, importance. We'll talk about really important things like nothing. Thanks for watching. If you like, hit like or subscribe. Keep up with the insanity. Another week down. So we're through the 6th week and ketoing on. Ketoing on. Ketoing on. I need a Superwoman shirt. Oh, like Wonder Woman. I love Wonder Woman. I wonder whatever happened to my Wonder Woman shirt. Y'all have a great week.